So that is the big message I wanted to share today. And then I'm going to do cards. And what I'm going to start doing, I'm saying different things every time I do videos because I change my mind as I'm trying to build my community again and as I'm trying to build my platform. I am doing readings on YouTube for now, and we'll see where it goes. And then I'm cutting just the card part and posting it separately so that people who just want the cards can have the cards, and people who just want the message can have the message. But maybe you want both, and then you've watched this and it's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what comes up in the cards. Oh, so I follow people online who also do readings, and I'm getting sort of the same cards that I saw this morning of the person that I follow. I'm reading from the Lightseers Tarot, and I'm reading from an Ascended Masters. Ascended Masters came up because of the Jesus energy. I was hoping to pull a Jesus card, but I did not. Let's see if he's there. Oh, no, he is not. Let's see if he's there. No, he is not. It's fine. Okay. So to start with, we have the Hermit, and I love this Hermit card because she is floating. She is in her own world. There is that light within her. She is, and this is weird because it's mountains. I've been feeling this call to connect with the sacred spaces of the world, the Himalayas, Mount, I can't remember what it's called, Mount Kailash, I think. And then there's one in America, in the USA, called Mount Shasta. And I'm going to share a tip that might be helpful for you if you do so wish to do this. I do a meditation and I ask my guides to help me visualize and connect with the sacred space of wherever. And lately it's been in the Himalayas because I was connecting to this like more like the Indian culture and their belief system and how they go into the Himalayas to achieve a state of moksha, which is like great enlightenment. And I hope I'm saying it right, but that's the way I understood it. And that's what this card means for me. Taking time to connect to the sacred. The Hermit card, if you don't know, the Hermit card is that inward journey. And sometimes the Hermit card means take time for you, almost like retreat, retreat. But I'm feeling this is not that. I think I said it last time as well. This, for me, and you see how it feels for you, retreat to recharge, but be a part of what's happening in the world. Ground yourself into the human experience because it's so important that you do that at this time. Many of us are coming, even though it's winter where I am now in the Southern Hemisphere, for many it might be rest and recharge completely. Like cut off, don't plan new things, da 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 da. For me, and I'm feeling this, maybe this is for you if you're listening, if you are feeling that call to plan, to start something new, to start a project, to get something going that you've been wanting to do for a long time, and for some reason it just hasn't been working. There's a full moon this week. There's a lot coming up. I think the full moon is the 31st. It's bringing with it this energy of it's gonna work. Trust, trust, but do it. If you sit in hermit mode and you don't do anything, nothing's going to happen. And maybe that's where you need to be. But if you feel ready, I would say take the first step. And sometimes that means reaching out to someone, like a message. Um, is your space available for me to run this workshop? And just see. And if it's not, take a breath, decide what you want to do next. But I feel this call to do it in a calm, trusting place. There's no room now for force and pushing and rushing. Things are going to flow. Things are going to flow. That's what I'm feeling. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles, and I just feel this nourishing energy of your holding your self-worth. That's the only word I can think of. As it grows, you see there's roots out of the pentacle. To me, this pentacle is you. And look at that new seed sprouting. It's allowing yourself to acknowledge that you are so beautiful with who you are, just who you are. And the things that are unlocking within you, in your soul, are worth being nourished in this moment. Another pentacle card. You've got the Nine of Pentacles. I'm being drawn to the owl as it flies, the wisdom within you. You know, when you're like, oh, but everybody knows about that. There are those things you know, and sometimes it's like, everyone knows about that. I don't need to share it. I feel this constantly. It's like, what a bore. Why do these YouTube videos? People know this. There's tons of people on YouTube doing these videos. Your wisdom is for someone. Sorry, I make myself laugh because I do things I don't expect myself to do in these videos. I feel like it's like, I don't know, I get carried away with like the spiritual messaging because I love spiritual messaging. Here we have the Temperance card, and Temperance, sorry, I want to say it the way that I feel it's coming through because I feel like the Temperance card always means something different for me. But I remember reading something recently that gave me, now I feel like I'm going to say it wrong, but to me it's not a balancing. It's like a, I know there was something I read that was so nice, and for some reason it's not coming up now. Maybe it's not meant to. Let me just see what the card is saying to me then. So I feel like for this card, it is a balancing of energies. It's a balancing of higher and lower. So it's earth and sky. It's bringing down the energies from the ether, from spirits down to energies of earth. It's bringing light and dark. So it's focusing on those things that you already know you're good at, and then focusing on those things you know you're not. Allowing yourself to say, this is sitting with me because maybe sometimes I am a bit selfish. That's one that's been coming up for me lately. Maybe sometimes I am a bit self-focused. I can get so much in my head that I forget to think of others in moments when I'm trying to plan things and trying to make something work, that I shut off sometimes. And you know what? It's telling ourselves that's human and that's okay. It's okay to sometimes be in the darkness and in the shadows and acknowledge that I'm a human and I have faults and I have weaknesses and they will come up, and that's okay. Another really awesome card is the Two of Swords. Without swords, I don't know what it is, but in this card, it is ravens. And this, I love this card because it makes me laugh because it reminds me that nothing is really like stopping you from seeing truth or seeing your worth or seeing your value. This card comes up for me when I keep trying to do something a certain way, or I say, well, this is the way it is because it's always been that way, and saying, no, you can take the blindfold off. You are the only person stopping yourself from seeing things clearly. It's nobody else. These birds are like, squawk, take the blindfold off. Like, you know where you need to go, you know where you need to be. But I also feel the playful energy of like, so I'm going to share. Sometimes something will happen in my life and I'll be like, yeah, I know why that person said that to me because they think I'm this. I knew they thought I was that. And then maybe I'll have the courage to say, did you think I was, I don't know, did you think I was being rude when I said that? Or did you think that I was this? And they're like, no, what are you talking about? I wasn't thinking that at all. So whether it's a close family member or a close friend where I do feel like I can open up to them, and the whole time I was like, they think this about me. I know that they do. And then as soon as it's lifted, I'm like, oh, nobody actually thought that. That was all in me. That was the story I created because it's what I was believing. I realized my chair is squeaking every time I move and talk. So there's probably a lot of squeaking in this video. Um, but yeah, the point of that Two of Swords is like, maybe, maybe what you think somebody thinks about you isn't true. Maybe that's something you need to open your eyes to see who you think you are. And maybe that person doesn't think that, and who cares what that person thinks? Like reflections from each other, like we're just reflecting our own inner world all the time. So even if someone thinks that about you, it's because of something they believe. What do you think about you? Come back to that. What do I think about me? What do I feel about me? Okay, we have three cards here. I haven't got these ones for a while. Persistence. For me, persistence is less about force and more about insight. He literally has the light from the third eye saying, I'm going to be persistent on the things that feel good. If it feels really crappy to keep pushing at something and it's not working, don't persist. Persist with things that make you feel light. And we as human beings, I've seen this a lot with like I'm doing the unschooling process with my kids where they choose what they want to do. And a lot of the times people will say, "Oh, well, kids will always just choose the easy way out." I have noticed that my children don't. If it's something they really want to learn, they will be willing to persevere because it means something to them. They are not going to push at like learning something they don't like. And that to me is a huge message of persistence. You will persevere at things that mean something to you and have value to you. If it feels like a chore, if it feels like a burden, if it feels like a weight, something is off. Listen, the listen card to me is telling you to listen more to I'm feeling, listen more to your intuition, as in listen to the voice of God, listen to the voice of your intuition. What is it telling you? You are being guided constantly. Sometimes you need to turn the noise off of life. Turn the stress down, sit in silence for 5 minutes a day and or whatever it is, and ask God to be there. Whether it's praying to him, it, them. Let's not go there right now. Praying to God, asking whatever resonates for you, the creative energy to come in and bring you messaging because it's there. And sometimes we don't hear it. It's right there. It's like I feel like I just spat, sorry. It's like I had a story that I was going to share about it, but I feel like it's not coming up. Maybe it's not important. It's like, have you ever had that thing where you're like, I had it this week. I don't know where I'm going to do this event. I don't know where I'm going to run this event. I've looked everywhere, 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 and I'm not listening. And the guidance was telling me, chill, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. And as soon as I was like, okay, I surrender. Whatever needs to happen needs to happen. I chatted to a friend and she's like, I know a space you can use, super easy. Oh, okay. Like, so the more we are like in our own head, "Ah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if you've seen that meme where I think it's Kermit the Frog and he's like, ah! It's like you will know what to do. Just listen. Surrender your expectation of it. Listen. The message will come. And the last one is see the other person's point of view. Now, I feel like this is a really good card to come up because I feel like many people this year have been going through cycles of hurt and betrayal and pain and feeling like you maybe don't know who you are in relation to other people anymore. I don't know if that makes sense. That's the way it's coming through. And I feel like we're being called to see the other person's point of view, not to say that there's a right or a wrong, not to say they're right and you're right and they're wrong. It's to say everybody is not right. Everybody is experiencing what they're experiencing. It is what it is. So saying to yourself, can I sit in the energy of this person and ask myself if I can see why they are doing or saying or being the way that they are in order for me to go, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about me. And something that I often speak to people about in coaching and when they come for readings is I invite them to, if it feels right, sit and have an energetic conversation with somebody. Sit and talk to somebody energetically. Visualize that they're with you energetically. Higher self to higher self. Not, and I want to say the petty drama of life, it's not petty, it's wounding, it's hurtful, it's harmful. But saying, let's put that aside, soul to soul. Can I speak to you soul to soul and say, this is how I'm feeling? And trusting that the energy exchange will happen even if you can't talk to that person one on one. This is a tool I use in my own life. I use it with people who come to me for readings. And I have felt that the hardest part of it is that it doesn't always change the dynamic between you and another person. It doesn't always fix it and heal it. Sometimes, literally, a rush of energy comes in and things just shift. But something I was also called to this week to do for myself is to say, how do you visualize this ending? Like, can you put aside your hurt? Can you put aside your and just say, things will be as they need to be. I trust that things will all work out and they will be resolved. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I'm leaving it to God. I'm giving it to Spirit. It will be what it needs to be. So I hope that's helpful for those of you who are listening. I love doing these videos. It's nice to be back after being sick. I don't know if you could hear. I was a little bit sick, but I'm better now. So I didn't miss a week. I was hoping to do these once a week. I was like, I'm going to do it every week. And last week, obviously, I didn't do it because I was sick. I'm just saying the same thing over and over. So yeah, I am grateful to have you here. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share with somebody that might find it useful. And there are going to be more things coming up. So as I mentioned, the school community. If you are looking for community, if you are someone who's been on a deconstruction journey, you want to deepen your intuitive journey, you want to deepen your connection with angels, guides, ascended masters, God, the universe. You want to find healing for yourself, and something about me resonates with you, stay tuned because it's coming. It's coming. That's a train. It's in the works. Okay. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.